REIGEN, my boy, has risen to another level. He's always been my favorite character in Mob Psycho 100. He's always been the con artist, the funny man, the one who gets the jokes in, despite, the situation always looking grim. But he's risen himself to be not only a funny and fascinating con artist, but someone who legitimately is a good person deep down, helping Mob when he was a kid, accept that even if you have psychic powers, it's just a trait of a person. You can't think of yourself different, you can't use that trait against someone to hurt someone. You have to be the bigger man no matter the situation. And seeing that end scene play out, where he legitimately just smacks Mob in the face and says, no, you cannot kill these people. I don't care how grim this situation looks. You have to be the better man. We cannot become what they are. Do not use your powers. And he legitimately stops Mob from going 100% murderous rage. I was not expecting that. This episode was fantastic. I mean, coming off of last week, which I did make a comment because I didn't see the preview of last week when I made my video, but I did make a comment giving my opinion where I said, REIGEN's always been a con artist. If he is legitimately the boss of this entire time, that makes sense. He's a con artist. But I don't think he would go against Mob. I just don't see that as a possibility unless they really want to twist what we know about Mob Psycho. But of course, he's just a con artist. He's conning these little small fries to get in thinking that he's the boss, coming in, convincing them that they're doing the wrong thing. They need to smarten up and get the hell out of there, start their life in the right way, saving the kids. His dialogue that entire time was just so funny and so entertaining, and I thought they couldn't top that. REIGEN is just, he's being con artist REIGEN, this is as good as it's gonna get. But of course they amplify it not once but 2 times, and I'm just crying of laughter with how entertaining it was. I mean, we legitimately have REIGEN come in and save Mob. Mob's just like, oh hey master, and everyone's freaking out like, wait, the Claw leader is Mob's boss? Is Mob's master? What's going on? And they're freaking out. REIGEN's just acting cool, calm, and collected there, just kicking ass and taking names. And then we see, the head honchos, or at least the head honchos for this organization, besides, the real leader who's there, just asking, who the hell are you? Why are you imitating? I'm the best Esper in the world. And you see the way he cons them into thinking that he's an Esper. He first does this amazing drop kick on the gas mask character, which I thought that was hilarious. And they somehow top that, where REIGEN pulls out the coin and everyone thinks he's gonna do some psychic shit, even, Ritsu, and then he just punches him in the face. I had to pause there and legitimately laugh for a good 30 seconds. I thought that was hilarious. It was one of the funniest things I've seen in Mob Psycho. So unexpected that he did it not once but 2 times with 2 different people. That entire battle was just so damn funny. But we also have some amazing Ritsu and Mob moments when they are in that prison cell. Mob is just talking, saying how much he's envious of, Ritsu. He's so smart, he can get us out of here. And he starts crying because all along he's been jealous and envious of what Mob's had, but also scared. And he's not even able to apologize because Mob is just that big brother who's always for Ritsu. He's always there for him no matter how much he messes up or how much, things seem down for him. And the whole dynamic there was so well detailed. But I have to say, Mob Psycho 100 has a very unclean art style, but for a reason. It's done this way to give more expression to the movements, more expression to the characters, because if they did something like, Ufotable or A1 Pictures where the character models are very clean and they don't really look jagged that much unless, they're outsourcing their shit, it wouldn't have as much power because the dialogue itself was so damn good. But having all this, expression in the character models, the world, it makes everything come to life, 3 times as more powerful than the dialogue itself always was. So, it's amazing to see this. It was really damn amazing to see how much power was behind the dialogue this week with so many of the expressions, especially looking back when Mob was a kid. He's so scared of his powers, and REIGEN is just saying, listen, no matter what it is, this is a character trait. You can't use your character trait against another human. You have to be the bigger man. And the way they detailed and framed everything was so damn good. This was a powerful episode. Not only was it hilarious, it was powerful. But coming to the end where legitimately Mob is ready to kill because everyone's saying, Mob, you are the only one who can stop this. And REIGEN's saying, no, you cannot use your powers against them. You can't become what they are. You have to be the bigger man. And as he's stopping Mob from reaching 100%, he gets sliced with that katana. And then in the preview, you see his murderous rage take, fruition. So this is going to be good. Next week is gonna be good. How is it gonna go down? I think he's gonna reach that 100% again, but I think what's gonna happen is, Reigen's not dead. I don't see Reigen dying here. No way. I just don't see that. If they kill him, that's gonna be a shock. Like, that's gonna be 100% shock there, but I don't think so because we're still so early in this series, and Reigen is such a detailed and interesting character. I don't think they're gonna pull that, at least just yet. They might in the future, but I don't think so just yet. What I think is gonna happen is Reigen is gonna, when Mob's fighting at 100% murderous intent, he's going to, claw his way up onto Mob, smack him around a couple of times and say, don't do that. You can't do that. He'll smarten up, and then Mob will probably just use his normal powers to get them the hell out of there. Something like that. It's going to get twisted. Mob always twists what we think is going to happen in a different direction. But I don't think he's going to kill and do 100% murderous intent the entire episode, or what we think is going to happen based on that preview. That's where I see that going. But the episode was so good. Like, not only was it action-packed in funny ways, but also just brutal, entertaining ways. It was just, the dialogue was on point. Reigen being the ultimate con artist, not only saving the trapped children, he also frees a lot of these villains, being like, get a better life, get the hell out of here. And the dialogue and seeing the backstory made Reigen become not only a funny character, but a detailed one. Like, Mob Psycho just keeps topping itself, and I can't wait to see the second core, because there's going to be a second core. Because when the original website for Mob Psycho, came out before the anime aired, it was listed for 24 episodes. Like, they had all the individual episodes. They didn't have all of them named, but they had all the episodes. And then when the second website came out, it only had 12, meaning they didn't have time to do a full 2-core run back-to-back, so next year around winter is probably when the second core is going to happen. This isn't all what we're going to see with Mob Psycho, mark my words. But just seeing everything, happen, how everything was executed, you think it's going to be a comedy episode, and it just twists it in such a damn interesting way. This is a good episode. I think, in all honesty, Reigen has now become my favorite new character for the season. Because we have, 2 cores, 3 cores that have been airing, in this season. Which Subaru from ReZero was, like, my favorite overall. But for new anime that started airing in the summer season, Reigen is the best character, in my opinion. This episode was fucking fantastic. That's the easiest way I can say this. I love this episode so damn much. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you see next week playing out with Mob and 100% murderous intent? What do you think is going to happen? And, just as always, smash that like button to show your support. And as well, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content like this and so much more. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.